Everybody, we're going to see what we can catch out here in my backyard in a canal. As a food source, you got this canal back here. So I've got just a dead shrimp on this pole. I'm letting sit on the bottom, and here I've got a gulp live. So I got the gulp live is a real good bait to have, and it keeps a while if you have enough juice. So I'm going to try casting this and letting this sit, and we're going to see what happens here. See if I can rustle up some food. See what I can catch. Tide is in right now. It's real high. That's usually better when the tide is high, but you can catch stuff out here anytime. But I've had more luck with the high tide. Had a lot of wind today. As you can see, it knocked down that banana plant over there. It's full of bananas, and they're just starting to get where I can pick them off, and they're ripening up in a couple of days. Seems like every time that does that, I get a big wind, and it breaks the branch down. I almost got in the canal, so I was able to rescue it. Alright, so let's see what happens here. If we can get anything tonight. I have a feeling we'll get something. As you can see, Monty's eagerly waiting a fish here, and we got a bite. Let's see what happens. Something was pulling. Yeah, he's still on there. I think he's coming towards me. There we go. Ugh, let go. I don't know what that was. That might have been a small ladyfish. I don't know. You got the bait though, so I have to put another one on. It's real easy to get bait here. If I didn't have it in my freezer, I would just put my my little fish trap out here using the 2-liter bottle, which I have a previous video on. Easily, I can always get bait out here without a problem. So that's no problem. Alright, so I have to stick another bait on. This should give them a little more time, I think. There we go. Yeah, something made a big run on this real fast. This is probably a catfish because he hasn't broken the water. So hardhead catfish, they never come up. So that's almost for sure what this is. Yeah, he's fighting just like a catfish. And you can catch these out here pretty much almost any time of the year. Summer, winter, spring, fall. They're almost always out here. And hardhead catfish are fine to eat. They have a bad reputation as a junk fish. There's really nothing wrong with them. Yep. This is a decent sized one. He could be kept. It's not huge, but you could get a little meat off of him. There he is. Oh, you know what? That's a Sailcat. That's an even better kind of catfish. This is the first Sailcat I have seen. You see the gaff top sail there? The long spines. Yeah, these are the best kind of tasting catfish, although they're all good. Get back there, Monty. You're going to get stung. And he's a little small to clean, so I'm not going to keep him. But if I had to, I would. And they always leave the slime on. If you see the slime here, they always do that. I've caught some real big ones before. So this is a gaff. This is the first one I've ever caught out here. So that's a good sign, because bigger ones I'd definitely be keeping. But if I was in a situation where I needed food, I would keep this guy for sure. I just do the catch and shake method. There we go. Usually just slips off when you do that. Oh, so that's interesting. That is the first one of those I've caught out here. But when the tide's in, you tend to get, when the tide's water levels is high, you tend to get some more variety of fish that move in these canals. So we're going to put another one on here, see what happens. So that was pretty cool. It's starting to rain. I think I got a bite. Yep, I got one. Okay. I think another catfish. This one might be a little bigger. Yeah, I think this is probably a little bigger than the last one. Haven't been getting any luck casting the gulp live, which is surprising. I thought I would get... Yeah, this is definitely a bigger one than the last one. but I'm 99% sure it's a catfish. Let's see if it's another Sailcat. That would be cool. I might keep a bigger one. Okay, we're getting him up here. Yeah, that's another Sailcat. Another gaff top Sailcat. This is the first two I've ever caught out here. It's a bigger one. I have caught Sailcats up to about 7-8 pounds before. They get really big. They can get really big. And I've actually been spooled by one where one just ran all the line off. I could tell because I had been catching them and they were leaving the slime on the line. I was almost positive. Yeah, this is a decent size Sailcat here. Yeah, look at that sucker. Okay. Oh boy. I don't know if I should use a net. I think, yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's a decent sized Sailcat there. Get some decent fillets off of him. Look at all that slime. See? All that slime on there. Now where's the hook? Ooh. Let's see where he's hooked. Yeah, I might keep him. He's hooked deep anyway, so I don't know if he'd survive even if I let him go, because he's hooked pretty deep. There, we got it. Yeah, look, he's bleeding. So no sense wasting him. I'm going to get the cooler and put him in it, get him on ice. So one more look. If I catch anything pretty soon, I'm not going to be able to see it. But back here, I've caught just about everything back here. I've caught redfish. There's definitely snook, and that's what I'm hoping will hit this gulp live. I've caught plenty of snook back here. There's mangrove snapper. I've caught mangrove snapper many times. Usually they're on the small side, but occasionally I'll get one 10, 12 inches out here. Usually they're about 7 to 8 inches. Ladyfish a few times. Let's see, what else? Never caught speckled trout, sea trout out here. That's the one common species I haven't caught out here. I've caught jack crevalles. Let's see, what else? I've seen a small shark once. Never caught any. I saw one small shark several years ago swimming out here. And rarely you'll see dolphins. Every few years I might see one or hear them. And you do see manatees back here relatively frequently, especially in the winter months. Not in the summer, but the winter months. There are manatees you'll see back here. And I have even seen gar back here because there's a fresh water that empties into the canal down there. And the water can get relatively fresh, especially in the summer. And so occasionally there are gar that get in here somehow. And I've seen them in here. So that's the main types of fish I've found. So I'll give it just a little bit longer. Yeah, there we go. We got him. Yeah, we got him. Pretty sure another catfish. Feels decent size. Now this one is a hard-headed catfish. This is not a Sailcat. So you don't see those big... You can get back, Monty. You don't see those big spines coming up on this one, see? He's a little small to clean. so I'm going to let him go. If he was bigger, I probably would keep him with the other one. As soon as it gets dark, man, they come out. Gotta watch, I got a line out over here. I don't want them to get crossed. But I only kept the best one. So he's about the same size as the other one. Another hardhead catfish. Alright, so here's some of the pieces of meat I got off that catfish. So as you can see, it's good white meat. So we're going to fry it up here. See how it tastes. From what I remember, this is a really good tasting fish. Alright, frying it up here. Kind of deep frying it. It's frying up good. And breadcrumbs. So looking forward to having some. Nothing like fresh fish. There we go. Alright, it's looking pretty good. So we're going to try a taste test. Alright. Nice and firm. Let's see. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That tastes as good as any catfish you buy in a store for sure. Alright, so I hope you found the video useful. Again, hardhead catfish, I mean, it looks pretty similar to the fillets and the taste is still pretty good. So it's a resource you take advantage of sometimes. So good protein source, tastes good, they're easy to catch. Might as well take advantage of them. Alright, we'll see you later.